King.
Yes, sir.
Welcome. Good to have you back.
Good
Paul
to be
here, Music Villa. We're in Bozeman, Montana, checking out some new Taylor guitars. These are the gold label.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to try to decipher them not only for you and you, but for myself, because they came out with the gold label. First of all, the gold label cool guitar. Okay, the couple of the major points about it, it's got a different kind of bracing pattern to it. I think they call it it's kind of like a fan brace. Mm-hmm. Okay, LR Baggs pickups. Good looking guitar, good looking, inlays. Everything's really cool about them. The coolest thing, I think, is this neck you can adjust it just with there's one bolt in there, and you can actually neck angle it.
Okay, not just relief.
Right, no relief. Yeah, relief and all that is still here.
Up in with your truss rod, but this
down
is a neck
here,
angle.
And you cannot tell it's a new design. And so on some of the other Taylors, so if you do ever need a neck reset on a guitar, it's really expensive on certain guitars. Well, on a Taylor, they've had it where you can take the neck off, and there's some shims in there, and you can just shim it either way. Yep.
But now they've got a bolting system.
You just turn it.
Crank it.
I
love the opportunity to break my own things.
Yeah. There you go.
So I'd say just because you have the ability doesn't necessarily mean you should, unless you're competent, you know what you're doing. But I love the option that I could.
It's pretty cool.
Could do some of that adjustment.
And that doesn't mean you can't, that you don't have to still take care of your guitar, humidify it.
Right.
You still need to have this part of the guitar still needs to be humidified. Mm-hmm. But over time, if a neck starts to do this, instead of having to pay an expensive neck adjustment, you just go boop, turn it, and done.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we got?
Yep.
So gold labels right now, we've got this body shape came out, Super Grand Auditorium. It's a little bit, it's a little bigger, and I think a little longer too. So it's kind of a new body shape. But then they called it the 814 Koa, and it kind of really confused everybody.
Because they had a Koa model with the new body. Okay, with that new.
But to me, they should have
shape.
never called it an 814 anyway, because it's not an 814. It's a totally different body. It's not a Grand Auditorium. It's a Super Auditorium. But anyways, for the record, we're going to stick with 814, but we're going to call it a gold label. So if we say 814 gold label, we're saying 814 Super Auditorium. Okay.
In reference
when we say gold label.
The body shape.
Yep, in reference to the body shape. If I call it a gold label 814, then it's a Super Auditorium.
Gold label 814, Super Auditorium. But now, my recollection with Taylor's was that once you got to a number, it typically would designate your top and side wood options as well.
8 would be a rosewood back and side, or a 7.
So when you're saying 814 here, would you?
I'm not. I was just explaining the.
Okay.
I was just explaining the
distinction between gold labels.
And now we have a 514 E and a 714 E. Mm-hmm. But because they're gold label, they're actually super auditoriums.
Gotcha.
Because 814, we always say, an 814 is a Grand Auditorium. It's Taylor's most famous guitar. Mm-hmm. And so now I'm trying to provide the distinction between Grand versus Super Auditoriums.
Yes. But then the model numbers will still designate.
If it's a gold label,
and
it's a 814 or a 714 or a 514, just remember it's going to be a Super Auditorium body shape.
This is making sense to me now.
Okay.
And the numbers in front still designate top side wood variants. Okay.
Yep. So this, because it has mahogany back and side, it's a 514.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Gotcha. And that's rosewood.
And this is rosewood, so it's actually a 714.
Okay. But because they're gold label, they're Super Auditorium. All right, I'm catching on.
There you go.
Yeah. For a minute there, I thought I was looking at. You ever talk to like a dog, just because and nobody's looking, and the dog just kind of turns its head,
and you kind of think, I think since no one's we're bonding.
Yeah, we're making.
Yeah.
I felt like the dog in that conversation for a second, but
also,
it makes sense.
Real quick, grab that one down there.
Yep.
Okay.
You want to hold that for a second?
I'm going to test you on this one.
Oh no.
So that's mahogany back inside.
514E gold label.
Gold label.
So gold label.
But it's the sunburst. It's the same guitar you were just holding.
But because it's a gold label, 14, I know it's a Super Auditorium.
Exactly.
And then the 5 denotes mahogany.
Correct.
But the label says SB, standing for sunburst finish. Okay.
The one you just set down was a natural.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now, we're going to go one more. One behind you there.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's very pretty. Oh.
Okay. Body shape? Anybody? Grand Pacific.
Ah, okay.
Right? Okay, so the Grand Pacific body shape is
Because
always
this is a
called
17.
a 17, right?
This is a 17.
Yep.
Gotcha. So,
But one more thing, because it's a 17, but because it's a gold label series, which means what? Adjustable neck. On this particular model, it's a little thicker.
slightly different bracing.
Yep, the
appointments.
fan bracing. So because this is a gold label, this one's Honduran rosewood back and sides, and it's the thicker body. Remember what these have about them? The neck is adjustable, the fan bracing. So this particular one, they're going to call it the 817E, right? Because 800, some sort of rosewood back and sides. But since it's a gold label, it would be different than I don't know, I guess if you had like a regular old Grand Pacific, that would be not as thick, wouldn't have the fan bracing and all that. So this is a 17, which means that body shape.
This body shape, but now I think I'm understanding. So the gold label indicates a couple things. So rather than grand, you're a super auditorium for the 14 series. For the 17 series, which is
the Grand Pacific.
Grand Pacific, it's still Grand Pacific, but if you measured the depth, it would be deeper on a gold label. So that's the gold label mods, the upgrades. And in addition to adjustable
neck and different bracing.
So
kind of like, so we have now gold label.
We should have a test. We should put a quiz at the end of this video.
I think Taylor's probably going to put it together in their next magazine. We have gold label now. We have the Legacy series, right? And then we have the Builder's editions. And then we have everything below that, which is like a
lot of standards,
400, 300, and all the made in Mexico. So kind of four categories there. But yeah, so that's a couple of new ones.
Yeah, I am, kudos to you for actually being able to present these distinctions in a way that someone as dumb as me can understand.
Well,
so hopefully this is making some sense for the folks that are watching at home.
We'll see.
But it's pretty cool. So gold label means effectively for the 14 models and the 17 models that you're getting physically more guitar. Slightly different body shape on the auditorium and the Pacific models. Depth here, bout width
here
on the auditoriums. Okay.
So new from Taylor, new models to the gold label line, and it's great. It's a great lineup. They're really
This one's
nice.
particularly beautiful.
Try
by
it.
the way.
Let's hear it.
Yeah. Let me see. Hopefully it's still in tune here.
Gold label, and then here's the Super Auditorium.
Bigger.
Nice. Okay. Have we had enough?
I think it's going to take some time for this information to digest and get into my head, but I think I captured the main takeaways.
Well, hopefully I
presented them well.
Yeah. Anyways, hope that helps everyone. And Quinton, thanks for being here. Gold labels from Taylor. Thanks for watching, everybody.